After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, you know, I made a choice on my own.
If you're thinking of getting married, if you're a woman and you're thinking of getting married, you should talk to the ex-wife first.
Son, this is the game. I'm playing his ass. That's my job. That's your job. The shit's chess. It ain't checkers.
I know you're angry.
No, we're way past that. I could choke the life out of you and never change a shade.
What better way to celebrate 4th of July than seeing some good old-fashioned American boobies? Why don't you go ahead and pull them things out? I'll give you some of these beads.
No.
What are you staring at, you bald-headed Jew prick?
It's all fuzzy.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
All right, why don't you knock off the bullshit and get to the point?
This is the point. This is the point, Tabor. It's not bullshit. I'm not just talking about my wife. I'm talking about my life. I can't seem to get that through to you. I'm not just talking about one person. I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about form. I'm talking about content. I'm talking about interrelationships. I'm talking about God, the devil, hell, heaven. Do you understand? Finally!
I do it. I do it. Yeah. I do it.
I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
You know, I was fucked up, Jordan. You know, so I don't remember.
Yeah, right. Stupid.
I heard through the grapevine that you were talking shit.
About what?
About me and my swag.
I have no clue who you are.
I'm Ernie. Get to know the name.
Okay.
Because you don't want beef with me.
Okay, I've been sitting here all day minding my own business to myself.
Okay, well, you better keep it that way, because once you start beef with me, you probably won't see another day.
I work hard all day. And after doing a man's work, I want a man's cigarette. None of them puny funny boy kind neither. That's why I smoke Bronchial Busters. The big cigarette for the big man. Thank you, honey.
It is what it is. Come here, I need to talk to you.
What's going down, Larry?
Listen to this, all right? I'm in the doctor's office earlier. There's a guy sitting there, a skinhead, okay? He looks at me and he says, "What the fuck are you looking at, Jew boy? What? Fucking faggot."
What? Okay. What you do?
What I do?
Yeah, what you do?
I slunk out.
You slunk out.
Slunk. I slunk out.
So you didn't do shit and you punked out. That's what fuck happened, right?
Yeah, I punked out.
How did that happen?
What was I gonna do? The guy could have killed me.
Next time a man call you a fucking faggot, you getting that ass, Larry. You know what I mean? You getting that ass, Larry. That's what the fuck you do.
What are you talking about?
You let the man slide today. You gotta immediately get in somebody's ass when that happens to you. You pull their asshole open, step into their asshole, close the door behind you, take a spray paint can, right?
Uh-huh.
Larry was here. You spray paint, Larry was here, wash me, all that kind of shit. Fuck his whole asshole up.
I remember when I was 13, my mom got diagnosed with Parkinson's. And my dad just gave up immediately. Said, "I can't deal with this, I can't live like this," and packed up his car. So as a 13-year-old boy, I had to be the one to roll up my sleeves and say, "Okay, guess I'm going with Dad."
Found a very liberating position for myself as an artist, and that was I sort of gave up on the human race and gave up on the American dream and culture and nation, and decided that I didn't care about the outcome. And that gave me a lot of freedom from a kind of distant platform to be sort of amused, a kind of, to watch the whole thing with a combination of wonder and pity, and try to put that into words.
Not caring about the outcome. What do you mean by that?
Not having an emotional stake in whether this experiment with human beings works. I really don't care. I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole universe in their eyes if you look carefully. But as soon as they begin to group, as soon as they begin to clot, when there are 5 of them or 10, or even groups as small as 2, they begin to change. They sacrifice the beauty of the individual for the sake of the group.
Right, wife. Life good. Wife fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
I don't want to give us.
Here's my son, do. Strutting my way on over to you. You like my son? I like yours too. Strutting my way on over to you. You like D-Day, they got nothing to do.
I woke up and I had no text messages because I have no friends, and then I looked at my emails and sure enough they were empty, and then I sort of sat there alone for a while.
You know, everything is not an anecdote. You have to discriminate. You choose things that are funny or mildly amusing or interesting. You're a miracle. Your stories have none of that. They're not even amusing accidentally. Honey, I'd like you to meet Del Griffith. He's got some amusing anecdotes for you. Oh, here's a gun so you can blow your brains out. You'll thank me for it. I could tolerate any insurance seminar. For days, I could sit there and listen to them go on and on with a big smile on my face. They'd say, how can you stand it? And I'd say, because I've been with Del Griffith. I can take anything. You know what they'd say? They'd say, I know what you mean. The shower curtain ring guy. Whoa. It's like going on a date with a chatty Cathy doll. I expect you to have a little string on your chest, you know, that I pull out and have to snap back. Except I wouldn't pull it out and snap it back. You would. And by the way, you know, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
You want to hurt me? Go right ahead if it makes you feel any better. I'm an easy target. Yeah, you're right. I talk too much. I also listen too much. I could be a cold-hearted cynic like you. But I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Well, you think what you want about me. I'm not changing. I like me. My wife likes me. My customers like me. Because I'm the real article. What you see is what you get.
Jimmy, this is what you do. You hurt people over and over and over, and then there's this show of remorse. In the end, you're going to hurt everyone around you.
Here's what's going to happen. One day you're going to get sick again, and this time it'll be too much, and you will die there, alone.
My brother, he's mentally ill. My brother is sick, and he's alone. I spent years caring for him, and now he hates me. He hates my gut.
Freebase and cocaine, as far as that goes, I don't do it. Now, I'll take a drink. You know, every now and then I'll have a drink. And I will smoke a little red. I'll do some toot now. I'll do a little toot. You know, if somebody give it to me, offers it to me, I mean, you know, it sounds polite if you don't. So I do a little toot, somebody offers it to me, but
I can't even go to the grocery store without some shoes that's clean and a shirt with a team. It seems we live in the American dream, but the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest things for the road to riches and diamond rings. We shine because they hate us, floss because they degrade us. We trying to buy back our 40 acres. Well, I said, fuck the police, that's how I treat them. We bought our way out of jail, but we can't buy freedom. See, we buy a lot of clothes, but we don't really need them. Things we buy to cover up what's inside, cause they made us hate ourselves and love their wealth. That's why shorty's hollering, where the ball is at? Drug dealer buy Jordan, crack here by crack, and the white man get paid off for all of that.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One,
Hello and welcome to DarthNews. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I do appreciate you. I appreciate the view, and I'd appreciate you just a little bit more if you go ahead and hit that like button. This week's special edition is Too Little, Too Late. I'm talking about Will Smith's newest video where he came out apologizing for his actions during this year's Oscar ceremony. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't even know why we're talking about this. Why is he coming out 4 months later? This shit's ancient history, man. Like, this isn't even news. Like, this is just him coming out of the woodwork trying to get his 15 minutes of fame, 15 minutes back in the spotlight, trying to, you know, do his best to recover his crumbling and disappearing career. The Oscars, for those of you who don't know, it's a place where hundreds of egotistical narcissists and adult pretenders worth millions of dollars get together for about 3 hours and suck themselves off on stage in front of the world to see, while peddling at the same time woke ideologies and fake virtue signaling to the hordes of progressive lunatics on Twitter. And the majority of the fake woke celebrities who show up to these ceremonies and these self-congratulatory events fly there on their private jet and then get on stage and preach about, you know, the environment and global warming and the end of the world and shit like that. So it's ironic, and these people are just the worst. And it sucks because I fucking love cinema. I love movies, real actors who don't partake in this shit. You know what I mean? They just do what they're on this earth to do, which is to be an actor or to be a director or to be an entertainer, and not just become some kind of activist because you want to be relevant or you want to score fucking woke points with people who don't even give a fuck about you, to be honest. So anyway, side note, I'm traveling this week and the next week, so that's why I'm not on camera today, and I may not be on camera for a little while. But it's also why I'm kind of letting the internet speak for me in these compilation videos. I did make chapters in this video, so feel free to skip around if you want. Move around for a more convenient viewing experience. I understand that not everybody has 50 minutes plus to kill, but if you do, fuck yeah, baby. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, you sexy sons of bitches, all of my DARTHXLs, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this apology and break it down.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Yeah, that's a great question. Why didn't you apologize to Chris? Why didn't you? Why didn't you apologize when you had the entire world's attention? Why didn't you apologize then? Oh, because you didn't give a fuck. Because you're a narcissist, you're self-absorbed, and you made it all about you. You weren't even thinking about Chris. It was all about you and your fucking feelings.
I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy.
Fogged out? It was all fuzzy? It was all fuzzy-wuzzy? Were you fucked up? Were you on some pills? I mean, dude, that's not an excuse. You can't just say you fogged out. This is you just deflecting the responsibility of your actions. You can't stand up there and own up to the fact that you didn't apologize when you had the chance. Instead, you made it about you. So don't tell me you got fogged out. You were focused on you, not the person you just walked up on stage and physically assaulted in front of the world. Which, by the way, 30 minutes later, this motherfucker gets on stage and this room full of psychopaths applaud him. Stand up, standing ovation, applauding his behavior. Crazy, man. Fucking crazy. But again, the dude is just deflecting. That's all he's doing. He's deflecting the fact that he can't take ownership of his actions or the words that he spoke on stage.
I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out.
All right, hang on, pause. We got to stop this. So let me get this right. Let me get this straight. You're saying that you reached out to Chris. Chris's people responded saying that he ain't ready to talk to you, but he'll reach out to you when he's ready. And now you go on television or on a video seen by the world calling him out? Yeah, okay, let me know how that works out for you, bruh. Again, the whole timing of this seems very insincere and kind of just weird. This happened 4 months ago, okay? This, again, is ancient history in internet years, months, whatever. This should have been kept private, all right? Smith should have just let this go and had the conversations behind closed doors with the people that he needs to have these conversations with. This should have been kept private between him and Chris. And just let the internet move on. Holy shit, like Ukraine happened, all this crazy shit happened in the world. People already forgot about this shit. And you just had to remind everybody how much of a piece of shit you are. Like, it's crazy. Will Smith is only making himself look worse. This is cringe as fuck.
So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Bro, he already said he'd reach out when he's ready. He already said he's not ready to talk to you. Why God, Jesus, so cringe. This is, oh my God. Why do people have to, why do they have to do this? You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't apologize for things that you should apologize for, but you don't need to apologize to the frickin' world, man. Apologize to the man you attacked. Apologize to his family. You don't need to make a video apologizing. There's because it's never going to be received, positively by everybody. It just you're always going to make yourself look like an insincere person just trying to redeem any kind of goodwill you may still have with certain people. I just let it go, man. Just keep making movies, try making better movies, and just focus on movies. And maybe divorce Jada, because what the fuck, man.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment.
No, I ain't buying that. You knew. You fucking knew. You just didn't give a shit because you're an emotional beta male cuck who got triggered over a PG-rated joke and then pretended to be some kind of tough alpha male and physically assaulted a comedian telling a joke on stage. You knew exactly who you were hurting. You knew. You fucking knew, man. Of course you knew. You just didn't care because you're a sociopath and your true colors showed. You revealed yourself. This version of you apologizing is not the real you. This is fake as fuck. This is so fake. This is so empty and hollow.
So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable.
Oh, absolutely. It's 100% irreparable. You ain't fixing that relationship. Sorry, bro. No way. I mean, if you smacked my brother or any one of my family members on stage in front of the fucking world, oh, it's over, son. We done. We're done. I'm coming after you when you ain't looking, but we're done. Whatever relationship we had, whatever good standing we had, it is gone. You burned that bridge for life. We're done.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Nuances and complexities, you say? Wow, that's very interesting, because I don't see anything nuanced nor complex about this. You see, what I think happened is, you're a child, you acted like a child, you threw a temper tantrum, but you threw hands is what you did. And your wife has been cucking you for the last 10 years or so, the better half of the last 10 years. So it's been building up some emotional stress, and you got triggered and, blew the lid off after a legendary comedian told a harmless joke, whose job it is to tell jokes and to pick on the audience members. That is what the host does. You know what? I don't have time for this. I don't got time for you, because you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. There's nothing nuanced about this. Maybe you have some complex feelings underneath all this, but it's not complex. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't care. Control your emotions. It's very simple. Control your fucking emotions. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't attack people over a joke. There's nothing complex about what happened. You might have complex feelings, but what you did was very simple and straightforward. You walked on stage and attacked somebody over a f***ing joke.
In that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now.
Yeah, again, there's nothing to unpack here. What he should be doing is packing up his career, because it's fucking over, But yeah, nothing to unpack. I mean, except maybe his balls from his wife's boyfriend's fanny pack.
But I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call bullshit. You're saying no part of you, like at all? Like not one little part of you? Because I saw your whole damn body walk up on that stage and bitch smack Chris Rock. That's what I saw. I saw the whole thing, not part of you, the whole thing. So, anyway.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way.
All right, so if you truly felt that way, you wouldn't have done it to begin with. Maybe now you're feeling that way only after you exposed your true self to the entire world.
Optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Disrespect and insults? I'm sorry, are you fucking insane? It was a joke.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own.
Oh, okay, this makes so much more sense. So now you made a choice on your own. I thought no part of you would... Forget it, never mind.
From my own experiences, from my history with Chris, Jada had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, hold on. What are you talking about? What history with Chris? Like, what history are you talking about? You can't just say that and then not talk about it. Are you saying you had a bad history, so you had some beef, and then it's just been boiling up, and you thought it was the last straw, and you just freaked out? Are you saying this has been a thing? Are you saying that you felt like you could go do that because you had a good relationship with him? I'm very confused. What do you mean history?
I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and...
Wait, what? Sorry, babe? Why are you apologizing to Jada? Dude, she was happy as hell that you did what you did. And your kids? Why are you apologizing to them? Dude, your kids went on Twitter and defended your actions. Dude, this is a fake-ass apology. This is so fucking cringe.
And my family for the heat that I brought on all of us. To all my fellow nominees You know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me. And it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award, and you know, it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
Okay, then why the fuck are you saying sorry? You know, if it's not sufficient enough, then what's the point of this quote-unquote apology video? Why are you even saying sorry if it ain't sufficient? Are you saying like it's not sufficient because you don't really feel sorry? Are you saying it's not sufficient because it's not enough? You know, if you have a real, true, heartfelt apology straight from the heart, not scripted off a teleprompter that your legal advisors and counsel and your PR team wrote for you. I'm talking about a real heartfelt apology. A real one. That's how you apologize if you're going to do an apology video, which I highly advise against. But if you do an apology video, do it from the heart. You know, like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable or to admit your shame and embarrassment. Jesus Christ.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down?
Like, this is all because he's a self-obsessed egomaniac. You didn't let people down. You let yourself down, Will. That's what you did. You didn't let me down. I don't give a shit about you. I'm never going to meet you. I don't know you. You mean nothing to me. Yeah, you were entertaining as an actor for a while, but it's like... You mean nothing to me, so you didn't let me down. All you let down was yourself.
So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down. So it hurts.
Your ego, maybe. You know who did get hurt physically and emotionally? Chris Rock, you insufferable cock-juggling thunder cunt.
It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And the work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
No, that's not possible. You can't be remorseful without being ashamed. Yeah, let's take a look at the definition of ashamed. Embarrassing or guilty because of one's actions, characteristics, or associations. Yeah, I think by definition, yes, you should feel ashamed. That's how you learn and grow through life's valuable lessons when you do something awful. If you can't admit to yourself what you did was wrong and feel that embarrassment and you know, soak in that shame, you'll never learn from your mistakes. And I don't feel Will Smith has learned a thing from this. I feel like since he signed on to do I Am Legend 2, he's just doing this PR stunt to try to get people to like him so they go see his movie. You know, he's admitting that he made a mistake without really even owning up to it. This is an empty, hollow apology.
Right? I'm human, and I made a mistake, and I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, you are a piece of shit, and you don't have to think you're a piece of shit because everybody else already thinks you are a piece of shit.
So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was shocking. But I promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy.
You mean like when you're looking at the joy on your wife's face as she's balls deep inside a fuckboy half her age?
And joy into the world. And, you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Yeah, okay, hold on. This is an example of a celebrity who has completely lost touch with reality. This is an example of someone who's so famous and so self-obsessed and so vain and narcissistic that they think that the people that watch their movies are their friends. Like, friends again? Bro, we've never been friends. I've never met you. I don't know you. You wouldn't even say hi to me if I approached you in the streets because you're a piece of shit. Alright? You ain't my friend, homie. I don't know you. Who are you talking to? Who do you hope can be your friend again? Chris Rock? Chris Rock's brother? Is this like directed at... Who is this directed at? Because we're not friends. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap up all I got to say on this soy boy beta male cuck who gave a cringe-inducing fake apology. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. I want to get inside your head. I want to get inside that naughty little mind. That dirty, naughty little mind. Seriously, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. By the way, the video is not done. I'm just done talking. The remainder of the video will be a bunch of compilations that I hope you can enjoy if you have the time to enjoy them. If not, you know, come back another day or don't. But what you should do, is go to my Patreon and help support me there because this channel is fucking demonetized. Yeah, super demonetized, and yeah, it just means a lot if you could help support the channel. But that's not here nor there. Anyways, until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. That's POO_L. And as always, yeah, stay Darth. But I would be behooved if I didn't mention the fact that 3 new people have joined me on Patreon, and I want to just say thank you so much. I don't want to give away your real names because that's what shows up on Patreon for the most part. So I just want to say thank you to those of you who have been joining me on Patreon. It means everything to me. It's everything to me. So thank you so much. Really. And you're the best.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I said I was sorry. I just need my half of the money and I will go.
Your half? There is no your half of the money. There is only my all of it. Do you understand? Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
Look, that is completely uncool, all right? We agreed. 50-50 partners.
Partners in what?
How you feeling, man? I'm pretty lucky. Say what? I'm fine. I'm pretty fine. What? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick? Okay. Back home again. I can't wait to get back on the road again. Back again. Dude. Like Freddy Baggins? Like, I don't know if I know the song. Here's the lyrics. Back home again. Back home again. In Indiana land.
Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh?
I mean, fuckity fuck, Jordan. Look at his face. It's beautiful. If you get the beautiful girls there, it's wonderful. All right, get the fuck off my boat.
What is the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? And, what do you say? I was like, all right, a Democrat is like this really nice aunt who promises to take you to Disney World, but then something always comes up and she never comes through. And a Republican is like this really grumpy uncle, and he tells you there's no money for Disney World, but then you find out that he went without you.
There's a revolution, they say. The blacks have been made criminals, the browns have been made criminals, the yellows have been made criminals. And we're all criminals. I smoke marijuana, I'm a criminal. Society's made me a criminal. Lenin believed that the revolution would really be fought with the camera, with films, and at a certain point guns would be unfeasible, and that minds would be won in the theater rather than on a battlefield.
You want something, freak?
You can fucking use me as a fuck doll the whole day and like literally fuck my throat until I can't breathe, but then I want to be cuddled like a baby after.
Pedophilia, huh? Any pedophiles here? I mean, statistically, it's got to be 2, right? But hey, we're all adults here, which is a sentence they hate.
They love baby shit.
You ever just take like a pinky full of baby shit, just see what's going on?
No!
Imagine it's delicious. What if it's like tapioca pudding? Get a little touch of baby shit. And you go, now I get it.
Not only that, but like the
Smells
next day you wake up and you're like, shit, is that hair growing back? Like you were like, you know what I mean? You realize that you're like, you start reverse aging. The whole time it was right in front of us. Baby shit.
I took acid in college, and my friend convinced me that there was a school shooting happening.
Why would he do that?
Because he's a fucking
That's
asshole. And like
Fuck that
sold me
guy.
on it. So I'm like, but like, no one else was reacting. So I'm looking out the windows. I'm like, why is nobody? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
You at? Oh, you're in your dorm.
I was in my dorm.
Oh, fucking diabolical.
Wow, do you feel that wind?
Cheap out of flight, nigga can't even. I think we live very different lives.
Nope.
Do you like
I
get
mean,
up?
I'm sober right now.
Do you like what do you like? I don't even know how this would come across my. This wouldn't even come across me. Like I never think about like, but I don't think about. I think about me a lot.
Oh, you ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't real sharp, but he gets things done.
What's one thing that women are better than men at?
Everything. Everything. Guys are stupid. Sorry.
What about basketball?
Basketball? That's just like a... I don't know. I guess I'm not that good at basketball, but I guess they can have that.
We can have the basketball, but everything else you guys got? Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
What was the last racist thought you had?
I'm a black woman. You seriously asking me that question?
Why can't white people rap?
I slanted my eyes because an Asian kid had all the answers in class.
Trap, huh? What? Huh? Trap. Trap, huh? What? Huh?
Lawrence, what would you do if you had $1 million?
I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
That's it? You had $1 million, you'd do 2 chicks at the same time?
Damn straight. I always wanted to do that, man. And I think if I were a millionaire, I could hook that up.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Can you feel that? The energy coming up from the earth? Look, the trees too, they're breathing. Nature just knows instinctually how to stay in harmony. Everything just mechanically doing its part.
You guys are like my family.
This is not real. It's just a dream. Please, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Always on the run. Always on the run.
They wanna know if I'm in the street or if I still feel away by the enemies. If I win and die today, who remember me? Just keep it real with me, I don't need no sympathy. I hate this industry, missing sleep in some weeks. Counting money, yeah, while they count sheep. Used to picture me rolling vividly. Now everything I dream is everything you see. Riding with the blick, 30 shots at least. Keep it in my reach, right up on the seat. I try to teach, but then these think you trying to preach. And I ain't got no time for nobody out here trying me. Riding around the city, say what's up. Don't be playing with my money, don't be playing with the hood. Paper cuts, out here tryna run it up. If it ain't about bread, I don't give a hey, see me round the city, say what's up. Don't be playing with my money, don't be playing with the hood. Paper cuts, out here tryna run it up. If it ain't about bread, I don't give a we don't wanna hear that bullshit, Sharif. Ain't no love, ain't no peace when you broke in these streets. And they never love you back, but you don't know until you leave. Always looking for a bag, never had the time to grieve. Hit my line, but make it brief if you ain't talking dollars. Wall calls from my dogs, hope they partners. Still thinking every day about the one that got away. Ay. You know I'm crazy about you, right? I want no wife, don't want no baby mama. Nah, these crazy try to tap your pockets, yeah. Now I ain't tripping, I'm just being honest, yeah. I love my direct deposit, yeah. Riding around the city, say what's up. Don't be playing with my money, don't be playing with the hood. Paper cuts, out here tryna run it up. If it ain't about bread, I don't give a hey. See me round the city, say what's up. Don't be playing with my money, don't be playing with the hood. Paper cuts, out here tryna run it up. If it ain't about bread, I don't give a no. Yeah. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Yeah, what you waiting for? Yeah. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Yeah. See me riding around the city, say what's up. Don't be playing with my money, don't be playing with the hood. Paper cuts, out here tryna run it up. If it ain't about bread.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
This is the best, this is top 10 best days of my life.
Oh, poor Steve, that's so
cool. Do you guys have a bedtime?
No.
Cool, me either.